Hello Gerard, and welcome back to BlueNotes. Thanks for talking to us. About Agile, Shane Elliott, the Chief Executive, announced this with the interim result, and we're actually standing in front of an Agile wall here. But what is the essence of an Agile way of working? What are we really talking about?
I think it's good, without doing the full history lesson, to maybe just take a step back and understand that Agile as a way of working came out of technology, and software companies in particular were looking for a different way, because I think it's fair to say, whether you're a large bank or a large retailer or a government organisation, technology projects have really struggled over the years with cost and with size and time. Big 3-4 year projects that simply haven't delivered value. So Agile is all around trying to ultimately do good work quickly. I guess if we break that down a little bit, it's probably worthwhile just understanding a bit more about each of those parts. The quickly bit we need to get things done. The idea of good, though, really is all about what does the customer want. And I think if we think about our customers, their expectations are different today. The way in which they buy online, the way in which they might book takeaway food, even if they're a small business, the way in which they submit their business activity statements online, they have expectations. And those expectations come through for us as a bank as to how we need to deliver our services.
And is it translatable then, in the sense that it's come out of a project-oriented technology background, and banks are very big, diverse organisations? How does it work across a whole bank?
Well, again, from a starting point, a lot of organisations have started with software development and then spread it to technology. But one of the lessons that we had as we look to some of the banks who've done this around the world, particularly in our recent trips to Europe, is that the advice was think organisation-wide, not just technology. And the simple reason is, as we're seeing again and again, technology is going to play an increasing role in financial services. So to have technology working one way and the rest of the bank working differently doesn't make sense. We need to think business-wide, think about how people build our service products, the marketing people, the product research people, the legal and risk people, as well as technology, working together in this agile way.
You mentioned you've travelled and you've had a couple of trips recently overseas looking at different institutions using agile ways of working. Apart from that emphasis on it needing to be enterprise-wide, did other elements of the projects leap out at you, the way the culture or the way they were doing things?
Yeah, so enterprise-wide was probably the number one message. Secondly was this idea of skills. When we're working as an agile team, one of the things that we need to think about is breadth and depth of skill. So I don't necessarily use the word generalist, but people, in fact some of the people we met spoke about a T-shaped skill set, which meant that I was able to go very deep on a particular topic, but I also had a breadth of understanding more broadly, so that when I'm sitting in my team, I bring an amount of value to it. So T-shaped skills was a common message. You mentioned the word culture, and definitely people should understand that as you move to an agile way of working, this will impact the organisation's culture.
And the institutions that have managed to sort of encourage this out of their workforces, have they done particular things, or is it more the attitude of saying, look, we value that broader experience?
I think it's probably more the latter, which is there's no silver bullet, but it's about encouraging curiosity. It's about encouraging people to think a little differently, to speak up, challenge ideas in a very respectful and structured way, but understand that we've all got ideas to bring to the table. It's why things like diversity become so important in these discussions as well, to make sure that you've got a good melting pot of ideas and then a way to move those ideas into something that becomes very tangible.
It does sound a very engaging way of working, and you can see the opportunity there for greater creativity and quicker problem solving. Are there particular things you want to achieve in moving to this working at Agile?
Well, the engagement piece is a good point. It's the two main areas, as I said earlier on, in order to get good work done quickly. Number one is that we will show that the services that we're bringing to market are the ones our customers want, and we're doing that more quickly. So from a customer satisfaction point of view and from a customer take-up of our services, I expect to see some very positive results there. But the other piece is around that engagement. Staff will feel naturally more engaged when they're working on things that are proving to be successful. When they can see the real difference about the work they're doing, that becomes something very real to the staff. So from a staff engagement point of view, as well as a customer satisfaction point of view, I think we'll see some positive impact from this move.